Yes, y'all, it's the one and only What Else? And I came to be live, homie. What else? How's everybody doing? 7 p.m. I didn't announce the live stream today, so I wouldn't be surprised if our numbers are low because I'm a jerk and didn't tell anybody I was doing this. So that's just the way it's going to go. I'm going to put the link in the comments real quick. Boom. I got a phone case on my phone, which is making it extremely difficult for me to click this comment and pin it. Pin comment. Boom. Done. How's everybody doing? Feels like it's been forever since we did a live stream. So, literally sitting here right now working on a beat for something extremely special for you guys. I have some wild surprises coming up. But first, before all the wild surprises and stuff in the future, we are here because a brand new video is dropping Friday at 9 a.m. So not tomorrow, but the next day. So I'll give you guys a rundown of everything happening right now. Brand new video is dropping Friday at 9 a.m. The artwork for that video is dropping tomorrow at 9 a.m. So if you want to know what the song's called, you want to know what it's going to be about, meet me here tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm going to drop the artwork. The cat will be out of the bag. And then Friday at 9 a.m. the video drops. So there's two ways, as always, that you can see the new video before anybody else. And that's A, joining the Hangover Gang newsletter, or B, subscribing to my channel on YouTube. The links are in the comment section right now. All you gotta do is click the link, put in your email, hit enter, and you're done. You've signed up for the Hangover Gang newsletter. Or you can click the other link. It'll take you straight to YouTube. You just hit OK on subscribe. It'll just automatically pop up and you're done. So those are the two ways to see the new video before anybody else. Join the Hangover Gang newsletter. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. the video drops. Friday morning at 9, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. the artwork drops. Friday at 9 a.m. the video drops. So I'm going to get into a question and answer in a second here. And I'm going to answer as many questions as I can from you guys. So if you have questions, start dropping them in the comment section now. And then when I flip into the Q&A section of this, I can just burn through and answer as many questions as possible. But first, I'm going to give you guys all the info about the new video that I can possibly give you. This music video has been pushed back 3 times. Due to how controversial it is. I don't really see it as something controversial, but the rest of the world clearly sees things a little differently than I do or than we do. So on 3 separate occasions, I have tried to release this video and then it just turned into, this is too much right now. People can't handle this right now. We're not dropping it. So we didn't. But it's time. It's finally time. And I have to put out this music video. And I've just been thinking about it. I said it the other day. I'm sure you guys saw it. Why is this video like too controversial for people? Why do I have to be worried about the way that people are going to receive this video or how people are going to interpret this song? Why do I have to be worried about that? And the answer is, I don't. I said it yesterday. There's this thing called freedom. A lot of people have been using that word a lot lately. You guys know the word? Freedom? You heard of that one? It's a big one. So, you know, you're free to do as you want. You're free to go along with the mainstream narratives. You're free to blend in with the crowd. You're free to conform with the way that the world wants you to be. You are also free to be yourself, choose to stand out, go against the grain. You are free to do the things in your life that might upset everybody else. You're free to say things that the rest of the world might agree with. You're free to do things that literally everybody else on the planet besides yourself might hate. That is freedom. So when I started thinking about this the other day, I was like, you know what? I don't have to be worried about the way that people feel about this. I don't have to be worried about the way that people are going to react. I am free to release this song. I'm free to release this video. So not only am I releasing a song that is badass, not only am I releasing a video that is badass, this entire release is just a massive exercise in freedom. So if you're one of the people out there that gets super duper offended and doesn't like it when people have freedom, if you're one of the people out there who only believes in freedom until somebody says something you disagree with, and then all of a sudden you want to cancel them and you want to shut them up and you want to kick them to the curb, you're not going to like the video that drops on Friday. Period. But that's the thing about freedom. It doesn't just exist when it's convenient for everybody else. It exists in spite of that. So that's what we're doing. This Friday, 9 a.m., we're dropping a badass song with a killer video. We are exercising our freedom to do what we want. That being said, I hear the grumblings. And as much as I say, oh, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks, and I'm going to do me, and I don't care, and that doesn't affect me, and blah, 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 blah. I do truly give a shit about what you guys think and how you guys feel about what I'm doing. So let me just address this real quick. I fully understand. There's been a lot of people who have been here who've been riding with me for 2, 3, 4 years when I first blew up till right now. And you know, a lot of those people love the songs like Castles and I Wish and Sober, and they love songs like that. And I fully understand it. And I love songs like that too. And maybe lately it feels like there's been a lot of sort of offensive music, and there's been a lot of controversial music, and there's been a lot of music of that type. And there has been. There's also been like a lot of other music that wasn't controversial and wasn't offensive, but it just so happens that the controversial stuff and the offensive stuff, they get the most press and they blow up the biggest. And then people think that that's all that exists because that's all that they've seen, because that's all that's reached them, because those videos go viral. But the thing is, I've been putting out a lot of music that's not along those lines, and people just don't really know about it. So I just want to say that I hear you. I understand that you think that there's been a lot of controversial stuff and a lot of offensive stuff. I just dropped 2 albums, 36 songs on those 2 albums, tons of not offensive music, tons of not controversial music. And I have some really special, not offensive, not controversial stuff coming up. It just so happens that I feel like right now, the world's been going through a crazy time for how long? Almost 2 years? Like 16, 17 months. And when the world's going that crazy and I'm making music about the world that I live in, and I'm constantly being bombarded with headlines and craziness, and there's something new every day that's crazier than the last thing. Whether it's the pandemic or military stuff or whatever, there's always something happening every day. It just keeps getting crazier and crazier and crazier. And I honestly think that a lot of my music is just a reflection of that. The world is going through a crazy time together. We're all going through a crazy time. And the music reflects that. Crazy times call for crazy music. And that's just what it is. So I just felt like, you know, it's always going to be fuck everybody. We're going to do what we want to do. But at the same time, I feel like I owe you guys an explanation. You guys have been riding with me for 2, 3, 4 years. You guys express your concerns, and I hear it, I read it, and I see it. So I wanted to address that. Crazy times call for crazy music. I have a lot of not crazy music on the way. I have a lot of really special stuff. I'm working on a top secret thing right now that I guarantee you there is not a single person in this room, in this live stream right now. Nobody is expecting what I'm working on right now. It is going to be a massive surprise for everyone. So, you know, I'm going to move into doing I have some stuff on the horizon here that is really, really special to me. Really, really personal music that's really special to me. But I got this one last crazy thing that I got to get out right now. I got one more for you. I'm going to drop it, and then I'm going to get into doing some other like personal special things to me. I'm always, as long as the world's going crazy, as long as people are being stupid, as long as we are collectively losing our fucking minds out there, I'm always going to be making controversial music or offensive music. I enjoy doing it. I have a fun time. I like looking at the world through a different lens and speaking on it. I have a really good time doing that. So it's always going to be here. But I promise I will give you a break. I'll release some stuff right away here that's special to me, that I love, that's not big, crazy viral songs. But as of right now, the world's going crazy, and I got something crazy for you, and it's coming out Friday morning at 9 a.m. Rain or shine, whether they want it or not, whether they like it or not, it doesn't fucking matter. Friday morning, 9 a.m., we're going to light this shit on fire. So you guys know the drill with these videos, man. You guys know how poorly the platforms and the DSPs and the social media websites, you know how poorly they've treated us in the past. So I really hope everybody is ready to share the hell out of the video on Friday. It's been a long time since I dropped a solo video. Like, what's the last solo video I dropped was Dummies, and that was like a month ago, a little over a month ago. I did that feature with Dax, which came out like a couple weeks ago. So it's been some time since I released a solo video. Almost a month, maybe a little bit over a month. So this video on Friday is really important. It's my first solo one in a while. YouTube has been messing with me hard ever since I said I was dropping those albums. We've been arguing with them back and forth for weeks at this point. We can't get any answers. We have no idea how the platform's going to treat the release on Friday. I'm low-key extremely nervous about it. I'm always worried about it. I'm especially worried about it now. Here, look, I'll tell you guys about it. Like a few weeks ago, I dropped a promo video for my album. And usually, like within the first hour of a release or something, we have like 100,000 views. You know what I mean? 100,000, 150,000, something like that. So I dropped a promo video, the one of me in the interrogation room with the security camera and blah, 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 blah. That video got like 30,000 views in an hour, which is super untypical of my channel. It's like 70,000 views less than what I normally get. So I start freaking out and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, are we being shadow banned? Are they like trying to kill our channel? Like, what's going on? So then I go look at Machine Gun Kelly's page. Machine Gun Kelly just dropped the song the same day, and in an hour, his video had 8,000 views. And Machine Gun Kelly has 8 million subs. So when I saw that his channel was fucked up too, 8,000 views in an hour out of 8 million subs for Machine Gun Kelly, that's fucking crazy. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, something's wrong with YouTube. We get in touch with YouTube. YouTube says our notification system is fucked up. So even if people have subscribed to you, they're not getting the notifications. So it's not reaching your subscribers on YouTube. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, when are you going to fix this? Because we got music videos to drop. We got things to do. And they're like, oh, we'll have it fixed in a couple days. So then YouTube says, hey, it's fixed. You're good to go. And instead of me being like, okay, YouTube says it's fixed, let's go, I just start observing. And these are the two things I observe. Drake drops a music video with Young Thug and Future, and in an hour, it has 30,000 views. Drake has 25 million subscribers on YouTube. So out of 25 million subscribers in an hour, Drake gets 30,000 views? That don't make no fucking sense. Then I saw that Joyner Lucas and J. Cole just dropped a video a few days ago, and in their first hour, they only had, pardon me, they only had 40,000 views. And Joyner Lucas got like a buttload of subscribers. So as far as I can tell, YouTube's still fucked up right now. It looks like it's still fucked up. So I'm like low-key terrified about dropping this video. Oh, and just so you know, after YouTube said their notification system was fucked up and they said that they fixed it, Then I took screenshots of the Drake video and the Joyner Lucas video, and I went back to them and the Machine Gun Kelly video, and I was like, yeah, it's, you know, it's been a week and a half. It still looks like things are fucked up. And they're like, oh, the copyright checks section isn't operating properly, so no videos are being verified as containing no copyright content, and that's crushing the video views and fucking everyone right now. And I was like, okay, so first your notification system's fucked up. Now the copyright check system's fucked up. Like, okay, like, do you guys even know what's fucked up at this point? Or is shit just hitting the fan and you're just throwing fucking excuses out? Like, I don't even fucking know. So, they're saying it's fixed now. I don't know if that's the truth or not. But regardless of if it's fixed or not, Friday morning, 9 a.m., we're dropping a new video. And for that reason, I really, really need you guys, when you see this video, please share this video. Everywhere you can. Post it on your Facebooks and your Instagrams and your TikToks and your Twitters and in your timelines and in your stories. Tag me in them. Just post it like crazy. Because not only am I now going up against all the other censorship that we're always going up against with these controversial songs, now it's like YouTube has a fucked up notification system and a fucked up copyright check system, and YouTube's just fucked right now. So on top of like the regular censorship suppression bullshit, now it's like, okay, tight. I have to deal with like your internal technical errors as well, which is fucking whack. But it is what it is, man. I'm not waiting any longer to drop a video. Like, it's fucking go time. So if you guys would be so kind, please, on Friday, when the video drops, please just post it everywhere you can and share it like fucking crazy. Download it on iTunes, stream it on Spotify, share it from YouTube, comment on all my posts. Like, let's just really make sure that we fucking hammer the internet hard on Friday. It's a really, really important song to the state of the world right now. Really, really important song. Really, really important message, which is why they're not going to want you to hear it. And, you know, we have the opportunity to make a real impact and go #1 with the song that is literally the opposite of what the mainstream media wants to be at #1. So please, on Friday, share it like crazy, download it, stream it, all that. And yeah. So I'm going to jump in the comment section now. I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. If you have a question, start dropping them in the comment section now. I'm going to scroll back and start reading the people who've already asked questions. I'm going to answer as many as possible. And yeah, let's rock and roll. New video Friday morning, 9 a.m. Share it like crazy. Artwork drops tomorrow. And join the Hangover Gang newsletter. Subscribe to YouTube. The links are in the comments. It's pinned to the top. Just give that status a like. It'll push it up in the feed, make it easier for everybody else to do it. Join the newsletter, subscribe to YouTube. Let's do some Q&A real quick. Okay, what do we got going on here? Ash Yella says, do you have any tattoos about Nova? She has your name on her. Do you have any Nova tattoo on you? Damn, put me on blast. Well, first of all, let me just say this. No, I do not have a Nova tattoo, but I will get a Nova tattoo. I have no problem with getting a Nova tattoo. I just haven't exactly been in the tattoo shop a lot lately. And just so you know, it's not like Nova and I were together for fucking 5 years and then she got my name tattooed on her. No. That's not how it worked. This is how it worked. Nova and I had been dating for like 2 weeks, okay? We had a friendship that spanned like 10, 12, 13, 14 years or something. A long fucking time. And whatever, through all the ins and outs and craziness of life, we end up together. So Nova and I have been dating for like 2 weeks. She calls me. She says, I'm at this party and there's a punk band playing in this backyard and you should come hang out. It's dope. Da 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 da. I said, okay, cool. I'll come through. Get my shit together. Get to the fucking party. And when I get to the fucking party, Nova has my fucking name tattooed on her chest after 2 weeks of dating. And I was like, you're fucking crazy. You are fucking crazy. I don't know if she's a fortune teller or if she just has really good foresight or what, but that was like fucking 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago, and we're still together. So I guess it wasn't a fucking bad decision, but like, it's not like we waited 5 years and then she got my name tattooed and I didn't get her name tattooed. It was like we were dating for 2 weeks and she's a fucking nut bar and she got my name tattooed on her after 2 weeks. So there you go. Okay, what else we got going on here? I'm just flipping through you guys' questions. Just give me 1 sec. I'm flipping to the bottom here, so I'm going to try and stay like super up to date with the questions. Mitchell Kiley says, when you come to tour Australia, would love to see you live. I guess that's not really a question, but you had question marks on it, so I read it. Yes, when we're back on the road and we're touring and shit, like Australia has been on my list of places that I really want to fucking go and I want to perform. And I know that we have a fan base over in Australia, so I would love to come see you guys and perform. Judging by the news, I don't know what it's really like over there because, I mean, I think we can all agree that the news is full of shit, right? So when I turn on the news and they're like, there's tanks in the streets of Australia and they're fucking beating people to death and blah, like, I don't even know if that's actually true. I have a couple homies in Australia. I should probably talk to them and find out the facts of the matter. But if that is true, you guys got some seriously bigger shit to deal with than if I can come perform there right now. So let's just work on pulling our fucking communities back together, and when everything is safe and reached a tranquil state, we'll hit the road again and we'll come see you in Australia, I promise. I'm just flipping through here. Star V Big says, since Halloween is next month, will you be doing something special on Halloween? Dude, I love Halloween. I love Halloween decorations. I love the whole vibe of the fall. October is a dope month. I mean, I trick-or-treated until I was like, I think the last time I went trick-or-treating, I was 19. Like, I did not want to let go of trick-or-treating. I fucks with trick-or-treating. I fucks with free candy. I love getting dressed up. You guys have seen my music videos, right? You know I love putting on costumes and acting the fool. So Halloween is dope for that. So once I stopped trick-or-treating when I was like 19, then like in my 20s, I mean, you still dress up, but instead of going out and getting free candy, you go to the bar and get fucking wasted. And I don't do that anymore. So no free candy. No getting fucking wasted. I'm going to still dress up. I'm going to dress up. Even if it's just to be around my house. And you guys can quote me on this. Come October 31, I'm going to have a badass Halloween costume. Just because I want to dress up. But honestly, there's this video game that Nova and I really love called The Forest. And it's like a horror survival game. You guys ever heard of it? Forest? You heard of the game? And it's fucking dope. And there's a sequel to the Forest video game coming out. And it's rumored. It's not confirmed. But in all of the sort of online communities and online forums and shit, everybody is speculating that The Forest 2, the sequel, will be dropping on Halloween. And if that's the case, I'm going to be dressed up in a crazy costume, sitting in my fucking beanbag chair, playing video games with Nova. That would be awesome. I would love it if that was the case. In the absence of that video game dropping, I'm just gonna dress up and take some photos with Nova and show them to you guys, I guess. There you go. Okay, I'm just going to answer this question because I'm sure that there's going to be more questions like this. Eric Dixon says, when is the next big shipping drop for the Don't Hurt Me package? I've been waiting 20 days. So I'm sure there's a lot of people still waiting for their merch that they ordered when the album dropped, which, yes, was about like 20 days ago. So here's the thing. The Don't Hurt Me package didn't ship out because... Oh, I wish I had one right here. Because we ran out of hats. They didn't give us as many hats as they said they gave us. So then we had to wait 14 days to get a re-up on the hats. So now all of the Don't Hurt Me packages have been, we've got the hats, we're packing them every single day, and we're sending them every single day. So that's why when you ask when's the next big shipping day, that the only reason there was a big shipping date is because we were waiting for some product that we could put into the packs to send. So now that there's no, like, we don't have to wait, we have everything now, we're just shipping every day now. So like orders went out today, orders went out yesterday, orders will be coming out tomorrow and the next day. In about a week and a half, 2 weeks tops, everybody should have their stuff. You gotta understand, man. I feel terrible that sometimes it takes 20 days, 25 days for people to get their stuff. That's not always the case. Usually people order stuff and they have it like, within a few days, within a week. But we just released 2 albums. We spent a lot of time making these crazy merch packs with the hats and the bulletproof vest shirts and flags and all these different types of things. And like, it's a lot of work to take 6 or 7 items, put them in a package, wrap it up, print the label, put the label on it, stack it in the corner, stack them all up, put them in boxes, get them to the post office, send them. Like, it's a lot of work. And all there is myself, Nova, and a very small team of people working on it. So the next time we do like a big merch drop or a big album release or something, I'm going to hire a bunch more of my friends so this whole thing can go a lot faster. But like right now, there's like 10 or 11 of us that are just every single day packing and shipping and packing and shipping and packing and shipping. So I apologize that it's taken so long. You guys know that this is not exactly routine. Like usually it's a lot faster. But we're breaking our backs. We're going as fast as we can. We are shipping every single day. So just please stay tuned. You will get everything. If you don't get something, because the post office loses it, we'll replace it, no problem. We'll send you another one, not a big deal. If it hasn't arrived and you're worried about it, you can send an email to tommacdonaldbusiness@gmail.com. Somebody will email back to you and figure out where your order is, give you a tracking number, figure it out if it got lost, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I appreciate everybody's patience. Aside from packing orders and doing all that stuff, we're also shooting music videos and releasing music videos. And it's an extremely difficult thing to be running the business of things and running the creative of things. But there's just, unfortunately, you guys know Nova and I do all this. There's no record label, no manager, no agent, no PR, no nothing. It's just us doing this shit. And we're doing the absolute best we can. I apologize for the wait. I promise everybody will get their stuff and it'll be on the way shortly. Cool? Okay. So I'm gonna move on to another question here. Lisa Sharp says, I heard you love Led Zeppelin, Tom. That's awesome. Is the tattoo on your face one of their songs? Yes, No Quarter is a Led Zeppelin song. I also have lyrics from that song here as well. It's funny. I was just listening to Zeppelin while I was working out the other day, and I said to Nova, There are so many Led Zeppelin lyrics that I need to get tattooed like ASAP Rocky. So, yeah, this and this, only the beginning. Many, 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 many more Led Zeppelin tattoos are coming. It's the greatest band in history, to me. Shelby Nicole Leonard says, Spilt Milk is one of my favorites from the new albums. Would you say it's one of your favorites? Absolutely. Love that song. Yeah, it was 100% one of my favorites. It's sort of like my life story up to a certain point, like all in one song. And yeah, it was a super important song for me to make, super important song to go on the record. So yes, Spilt Milk is definitely one of my favorites off the 2 new albums. Therese Koss says, the song where you were hesitant to release around the time of the January 6th, was that Clown World? No. That video that we pulled around the Capitol building nonsense that happened, that was not Clown World. That was something else, and you'll see it soon. I'm just flipping through here. Stephanie Britt says, are the autographs on the CDs completely over? My son loves your music and I purchased CDs for him, but may have missed it. Yes, the signed CDs are completely done at this point. I mean, they've been discontinued on the albums that are out. There will be albums in the future that are autographed. Always when I drop, here's the thing, is like, it's extremely difficult for me to sit around and sign albums all day. My back's all fucked up from wrestling and construction and blah, blah, blah. Super duper hard for me. Because like you're talking literally like 16 hours a day hunched over a table signing my name over and over and over again. It's taken such a physical toll on me, and I have so many other things that I have to be doing to keep the ball rolling. It's just not feasible for me to sit around and sign CDs. That being said, every new album that I drop, I will be autographing for a certain period of time, because I know people have been collecting the autographed albums and they mount them and put them on their walls, and they have collections at this point. So if I drop a CD and it's not autographed, it doesn't help those people complete their collection. They want to have all their CDs autographed. So every time I drop a new album, it will be autographed for a limited amount of time, but then it will stop. And there might be times here when we do like a Black Friday sale or a big merch drop or something, and we'll do autographed albums for 2 days only or something like that. So there will be other opportunities, but as of right now, they're unsigned. And when we get back on the road and we go tour, feel free to bring your albums to a show. I will sign every single album that you guys bring if it doesn't have an autograph already. I mean, shit, even if it does have an autograph, I'll sign it a second time for you. So there will be more opportunities. You can bring them to shows. We'll do special 2-day only things. Like, there will be more opportunities. And every new album will be autographed. But as for indefinitely autographing CDs, it's taking up way too much time, and it's putting too much strain on my body. I just can't do it. So Jamie Lusby says, would you collab with other artists like you, artists who would do work like Castles and Sober? Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, like, collaborating for me is an extremely difficult process, because I make my beats, and by the time I'm done making a beat, I've pretty much written the song. Because, you know, I spend an hour, hour and a half making a beat, and I'm having ideas while I'm making the beat, so I'm writing the song while I'm making the beat. So by the time the beat's done, the song's done, and it doesn't really give me the opportunity to invite another artist to be on the song. So that's a problem. 2, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of fucking other artists hate me. They don't like my music. They don't like my messages. They don't like my hooks. They just don't fucking like me. So it's like, I don't even if I wanted to have somebody on one of my songs, I don't know who the fuck I'd reach out to, because there's a 50-50 chance that if I hit them up and I'm like, hey, you want to be on this song? They might just be like, go fuck yourself. You're a piece of shit. Or they'll be like, okay, cool. I'll be on the song. because they want to get some clout out of it. And then I find out after the fact that person's been talking shit about me for 6 months. So it's just really difficult. Like, I'm in a weird place. Additionally, like, making music is an extremely personal process for me. It's the only thing that I truly love doing. I like playing video games. I like drawing. I like doing other stuff. I love making music. It's something that I hold super close to my chest. And so it's just like, I don't always want to invite somebody into something that's as personal as that. You know what I mean? So would I collaborate with somebody? Absolutely. It just has to be the perfect situation. Yo, I've seen like 3 or 4 people say, hey, I'm dressing up as you on Halloween. Just so you know, I'm trying to get temporary tattoo packs right now for Halloween. So you guys can put temporary tattoos all over your face, all my tattoos, and look like me. Such a crazy thing to say, but people are always sending me photos of their kids on Halloween and be like, yo, my kid's dressed up as you on Halloween. And it's the dopest shit ever. But these poor fucking kids have drawn all over their faces with Sharpies and shit. And it's like, that's permanent marker, man. Like, how long are these little kids walking around looking like bootleg ToM MAcDonAlD? I feel fucking bad for them. I don't even want to look like me sometimes. Like, shit. So I'm trying to get the temporary tattoo things worked out right now so you can put on the tattoos that are identical to mine and you can scrub them off at the end of the night and you don't have to go to school on Monday with faded Sharpie ToM MAcDonAlD tattoos all over your fucking face. Stay tuned on that. Shannon Johnson says, 75 days sober from alcohol today. Is it crazy that I used to get trashed and blast I don't drink and sober? First of all, congratulations. 75 days is major. So that's super fucking cool. Is it crazy that you used to get trashed and blast I don't drink and sober? Not really. Like, a good song is a good song. And whether you're drunk or not, if you want to hear it, you're going to listen to it. So it just so happens that you are literally doing the exact thing that the songs, or the exact opposite thing that the songs are about. Such is life sometimes. Hopefully those songs helped you clean up your act and helped you stay on the wagon for those 75 days. That's fucking amazing. Good for you. Carly Lane says, with all the songs that you have out now, what is your favorite song out of all of them? And maybe what's Nova's favorite too? Impossible question to ask. Honestly, like, I've heard all of my stuff so many times that you gotta understand, like, I make the beat, and by the time I'm done making the beat, I've heard the beat fucking 200 times. You know, by the time I'm done tracking vocals, I've heard the thing 400 times. Like, by the time it's released and there's a music video shot to it and I've performed the song in a music video, like, by the time it reaches you guys, I've heard the song like 1,000 times in the course of like a week. So I fucking hate it. I hate all my shit. I like it I like it starting out, but after I've heard it 1,500 times in 6 days, I'm like, pfft. So my favorite stuff that I make is always the newest stuff because I've heard it the least amount of times. So like this thing that I was making literally right here 5 minutes ago, this is one of my favorite things I've ever done because I've only heard it once or twice. So my favorite stuff essentially is always the stuff that's unreleased. So, you know, there's a lot of amazing shit on the 2 albums I just dropped. I haven't had to listen to those songs to death because I haven't shot music videos to all of them. So it's a really difficult question for me to answer. Like, I like whatever's newest at the time, whatever is most up to date with how I'm feeling as a person. And that's usually whatever I'm currently working on. I know that was a super convoluted answer, but that's what I got for you. Larissa McKenney says, was the song Hate Mail written about any specific person or people, or just written to every hater out there? Seemed weirdly, I think the next part says personal, but I can't see. Seemed weirdly personal. No, Hate Mail, there's a song on my new album called Hate Mail. And it's essentially just about, like, all of the hate mail I get. Like, I read a piece of hate mail in my story on Facebook and Instagram today. I think I'm going to make that a new thing, by the way. Hate mail with ToM MAcDonAlD, where I can just sit around and read the fucking awful, terrible shit that people say to me on the internet, and we can talk about what they're saying and fact check them and make fun of them, because I think that would be fucking hilarious. So over the last couple of days, I've been screenshotting some of the best hate mail, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. But no, hate mail was not written about any specific person or group of people. It was just written about all the hate mail I get. And by God, there's a lot of it. Danny Irwin says, hey, I'd love to get a hi. I adore you and everything about you. You and Nova are the best. Hi, Danny. Thank you. I appreciate that. Aaron T. Whitlow says, do you enjoy horror movies? Yeah, I enjoy horror movies, but okay. I'm going to let you guys in on a weird thing about me. Maybe it's not that weird, but here, let me explain this. Does anybody out there believe in the power of manifestation? Is there anybody in this chat that believes in manifest destiny? Because here's the thing. I believe that thoughts and projecting your thoughts and your feelings into the universe as intensely as possible over a long period of time actually have a real world effect on the life around us. You can manifest things into your life. You can manifest success. You can manifest positivity and good moods. You can manifest a raise at your job at work. You can manifest passing a test and blah, 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 blah. You can't, and you have to work hard as well as manifest these things, but it works. And I think that's a testament to how powerful our minds are as human beings. I don't think people give enough credit to how powerful our minds are. People rely on all this other shit like medication and clout and just other means to get what they want. People don't ever give enough credit to manifestation. So I believe that our minds are extremely powerful. I believe that I've manifested many things in my life. Horror movies scare the shit out of me because I sit around and watch the horror movie and I imagine myself in the fucking movie, and I watch a show about ghosts and I'm thinking about fucking ghosts so hard the whole time I'm sitting there watching the movie, and I'm like, holy fuck. These motherfucking ghosts, man. This shit's real. The ghosts are fucking real. I can feel them. I'm watching the movie. It's opening up a part of my brain that believes in ghosts and shit. And then the movie turns off and the fucking tap in the bathroom turns on, or the fucking cupboard door slams in the kitchen, and I'm just like, fuck. I've done this. I watched this fucking ghost movie, which opened up my fucking brain to the possibility of the supernatural, and then I thought about it really hard, and I put that energy out into the universe, and then the fucking ghosts like sensed it, and they came here, and they're fucking with the tap in the bathroom, and they're fucking with the cupboards in the kitchen, and now the ghosts are here, and they're fucking with me, all because I watched this stupid fucking horror movie, and I've made myself susceptible to this supernatural bullshit. So do I enjoy horror movies? Yes. But I feel like watching horror movies also opens me up to a bunch of other crazy shit that I don't enjoy. And here, I'll let you guys in on another little fucking tidbit. Nova found this fucking crazy horror movie the other day that's not even a visual movie. It's all audio. And the entire horror movie, the entire story is told through 911 calls. And the only thing that is on the TV screen is like a waveform of the voices talking on the 911 call. Honestly, I watched like 15 minutes of it. And here's the thing. When you're watching like a horror movie, what's the scariest part about the horror movie? It's the shit that you don't see, right? Like when they don't show you the monster and they don't show you the alien and they don't show you the ghost or the demon or whatever it is, and it's left up to you in your head to visualize, what does this monster look like? What does this demon look like? What is this alien? What is this ghost? And you create this image in your head of the unseen things in the movie. That's the scariest fucking part, right? It's like a psychological thing. So I'm watching this fucking horror movie and there's no visuals. It's just 911 calls and there's nothing to look at. Like the second you see the monster, it's not scary anymore. The second you see the alien, it's not scary. You see the ghost, it's not scary in a movie. When you don't see it, that's when it's scary. So I'm watching this fucking movie that's all told through 911 calls and there's no visuals. So the whole thing I'm fucking making up in my head. I'm just listening to the 911 calls and I'm creating the visuals in my own fucking mind. I'm gonna tell you right now, I turned that motherfucker off after 15 minutes because I had created the most fucking horrifying terror film in my head to this 911 call soundtrack. It was the scariest fucking thing that I've ever done. I was like literally like laying in bed, looking at the TV and just thinking myself to death. And I just turned to Nova and I was like, you gotta turn this shit off. You have to turn this shit off. This is making me so fucking uncomfortable. I cannot do this. I'm writing the script to this most terrifying horror film of life inside my head right now. I feel like 911 is going to call me any minute, or I'm going to have to call 911. Like, this shit's too fucked up. I can't do it. We had to turn it off. All these things that I'm telling you, I'm sure you'd think that they'd probably equate to me not enjoying horror movies, but it's a lot of fun, man. I like them. Even though I scare the shit out of myself, I like them. That was a big answer. Next question. Karen says, hey, Tom, Karen, are you that lady everybody's been talking shit about on the internet? I'm just kidding, Karen. That's a lovely name. Karen Giorda says, hey, Tom, do you have any lyric books that you're selling by itself? Okay, here's the thing. You guys have to tell me. I did the lyric books as a special thing to be in the merch packs that dropped with the albums. I really want to drop more lyric books for you guys. But is that unfair to the people who bought the merch packs and they have like an exclusive lyric book? Because I know there's a lot of people that missed out. And I know there's a lot of people that are upset that they missed out or couldn't afford it when the merch pack drops. And they just want to buy a lyric book so they can have a lyric book. And I want to help those people out. But at the same time, I don't want it to be a slap in the face to everybody who got a merch pack because the lyric books were exclusive. You guys understand what I mean? I want to be fair. I want to help the people who didn't get their lyric book, but I also want to be fair to the people who got the merch packs so they could get the lyric book. So I'm going to let you guys chew on that because I've been thinking about it for 2 weeks because people keep hitting me up and saying, hey man, I'd love to get a lyric book, love to get a lyric book, love to get a lyric book. And I'm like, fuck. I want to give these people lyric books, but how are the people who bought the merch packs going to feel about that? So I'm going to leave that with you. If everybody here wants to think about that for the next week, we'll come back to it in a week or so. And if you guys have decided amongst yourselves that it's cool that lyric book drops, I'll get some more lyric books. But until then, it's in your hands, okay? So feel free to send me a message or comment about it or whatever you want. Eric Allison says, this is a fucking great question. Eric Allison, shout out to you for this. So I told a ghost story of my personal paranormal experience on YouTube like a few months ago. We went to an abandoned town, like deep in the middle of nowhere, Canada, like a massive abandoned town, like 90 buildings over fucking 10 kilometers, all abandoned. Hospitals, schools, houses, churches, corner stores, everything abandoned. And we had a terrifying time there. So I've posted that story online for you guys to see. That town that we went to was called Tranquille. Eric Allison says, would you ever go back to Tranquille if it was with Nova and Brandon? I have previously stated that I would never, ever, 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 ever want to go back to Tranquille. This is literally the only exception. I would go back to Tranquille only if it was with Nova and Brandon. If for nothing else, just to show them how terrifying that fucking place is. I might just fuck off halfway through. I might walk them to the gate and then be like, I'm good, bye. But I would give it a shot. If I was with Nova and Brandon, I would go back to that abandoned town. Absolutely. And we'd have to like film it and make a little episode out of it. We'd have a blast. We'd probably do a lot of screaming and yelling and crying and running and freaking out. But I know it would make for a great story, and we'd probably have some real big laughs afterwards. So Alana Googer. Ooger Booger. Alana Googer says, Hulk Hogan is one of my favorite songs off the new album. I'm curious, have you met Hogan and Stone Cold Steve Austin? Thank you. Hulk Hogan is another one of my favorite songs off the new albums. I really appreciate that. I'm glad to hear it. Have not met Steve Austin. Have not met Hulk Hogan. Hogan's not really on my bucket list. Was never really a big Hulk Hogan guy. Don't really give a shit about Hulk Hogan. Just thought it was a cool name for the song. It's about what Hulk Hogan sort of embodies more than him as a wrestler. But meeting Steve Austin is definitely on the bucket list. I will not move on to the other side until I've had a beer with the man himself. Maybe it's going to be a non-alcoholic beer, but it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. If there's ever a time I'm going to have one more beer in the rest of my life, it's going to be with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Flipping through here. A lot of people are asking, is the new video on Friday, is it a new song? Is it a song off one of the albums? What is it? And I'm not going to tell you. Somebody just commented, why, brother? Because I said I don't like Hulk Hogan. Why, brother? So fucking good. What the fuck was I talking about, brother? What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I'm not going to tell you if the song is off one of the new albums or if it's a new song. You're going to have to tune in tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. when I drop the artwork and find out. Or if you want to be super surprised, don't tune in tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and just tune in Friday morning at 9 a.m. when the video drops, and it's going to kick you right in the pants, brother. Mike McGuckin says, where would you place Queen in the top 10 bands list? Honestly, dude, never a Queen guy. Didn't like Queen. Sorry. Wasn't big on 80s hair metal. Wasn't big on Queen. I know Queen sort of like preceded that by a little bit, but just wasn't big on Queen. More into like Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and like, okay, I understand why everybody like loves Queen. They're a great fucking band. They're amazing. This is not for me. They're too polished. I don't like the like opera-y vocals. They're too perfect. I like shit that was rough around the edges. Like when you listen to a Led Zeppelin song, like sometimes people are playing the fucking wrong notes and they're still in the song. You can hear them talking to each other in the fucking background of some of the songs, and they just left it in. John Bonham is as great of a fucking drummer he is. Like sometimes he's hitting the toms off beat and it's left in there. Like I like shit that's rough around the edges. It just feels super real and super authentic, and I just enjoy cosmetically the rough around the edges song. And to me, Queen was just too perfect. I don't get that. I don't get that from them. They're too good. It's almost not fair. You know what I mean? Okay, what we got going on here? I'm just flipping through here. Somebody said, Alex Andrea says, are you flattered by the no-name jabs being thrown by mainstream artists and a bunch of their new stuff? Honestly, if that's happening, and I'm not sure that it is because I don't sit around listening to fucking mainstream music all day because I'm not a fucking retard. So if that's happening, fantastic. That's great. But yeah, I wouldn't know either way. I give this exact same advice every time, but people always ask the question, and in the off chance that this really does contribute to somebody's career or chasing their dreams, I'll give it one more time. Alex Volna says, any advice that you could give someone who wants to be an independent artist like yourself? Here's my best advice. I've given it many, many times before. It's not going to sound any less cliche this time as it did the first time, but this is the key, okay? Be yourself. When I started making music that was similar to my favorite artists at the time. Eminem and 50 Cent, Joel Santana, and The Game, and blah, 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 blah. So I'm making music that's essentially imitating music that they've already made. And I'm talking about cars and clothes and guns and drugs and houses and girls and partying and blah, 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 blah. Nobody wants to hear me talk about that shit. That's not my life. That's not my story. That's those guys' lives. That's their stories. They want to hear those guys talk about it. So be yourself. If you walk dogs for a living, make music about that. If you work at 7-Eleven, make music about that. If you take care of your elderly mother, make songs about that. If you fix air conditioners, make songs about that. Largely, the music scenes these days are full of imitations, fakery, and bullshit. If you can manage to stay yourself and be true to yourself, if you can manage to be real, you will cut through all of the bullshit and the nonsense and the fakery and the imitations. And people do not gravitate towards fakery and imitations and bullshit. They end up falling in love with it because it's force-fed to them. People gravitate towards the truth. So be that. Be yourself. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to the music. That's the best advice I could possibly give anyone. There you go. Joey Weems says, how about a collab with a dude that's never rapped in public ever? No. What else we got going on here? That was the easy one. That was the easiest question of the day. Hey, Tom, how about making a song with somebody that's never made a song before? Okay. How about how about you fucking book a plane ticket and fly across the country on a plane piloted by somebody that's never flown a plane before? Sound like a fucking good idea, fam? My friend, that would be a very, very, very poor life choice. Okay? Wayne Sierra says, would you ever go to a fan's house for a barbecue? Ooh, if you ever visited near where they live, hell yeah. Dude, when we get back out on the road, I'm going to all the barbecues. I'm knocking on everybody's fucking doors. I'm throwing house parties at your house, and you don't even know that I'm going to be throwing the house parties yet. If I invade your city, be prepared for me to invade your personal space. Okay? This is your fair warning right now. Mike Aldana said, how hard was it for you to record Balloons? Hearing you break down on it gave me chills. Balloons is a song off one of my new albums. Extremely difficult. When you hear me crying on that song, I was actually crying. I read the lyrics to my dad after I wrote them. I cried reading the lyrics to my dad. For whatever reason, that song is just in my soul. Yeah, that was a very difficult song to record. What else we got going on here? Deanna Flowers Clay says, Tom, is there any food that you can only get in Canada that you miss? For me, not really. Not a big food guy. I don't have a lot of favorite foods and shit. Once in a while I get a craving for ketchup chips. Those are hard to get out here. But Nova Nova is a foodie. Nova loves food. So she special orders tons of shit from Canada all the time. I'm not even fucking kidding you, okay? This girl eats fucking 25 freezies a week. You guys know what freezies are? They're like popsicles, but they're like the long skinny ones, and they're in a fucking bag. Nova special orders these jumbo fucking freezies from Canada by the box. There's 80 in a box or some shit. And there's always packages getting here, and I pick up a package and it weighs 40 pounds, and I'm like, Nova, what the fuck is this? And she's like, it's freezies. I was like, what? How many fucking freezies are in this box? She's like, 80 of them. They're from Canada. So, no, there's nothing that really jumps out that I miss from Canadian food. But if I think of something or remember something, Nova will just order it and it'll be delivered here with her egregious amount of freezies. So, not really that big of a problem. Canada and the United States are fucking neighbors, you know what I mean? It's not like we moved here from fucking New Zealand or Australia or something yeah. Oh. Jennifer says, can you say happy birthday to your mom from all of us on the live? Please, happy birthday, Mama McDonald. I'm sure my mom's watching this right now. Mama, happy birthday. From me and everybody else, the 1.6 thousand people here right now, I know you're watching. Happy 35th birthday from all of us, Mom. We all love you lots. And, you could be an asshole every day for the rest of your life, Mom. You gave me to the world, and you will forever be in all of our good books because of that. So if from here on out, you decide you want to be a dick to everybody for the rest of your life forever, you're still A-okay with the Hangover Gang. So there's your permission, Mom. If you want to start yelling at people at the coffee shop, if you want to start making other people bag your groceries and walk them to your car, if you want to go talk to the manager and get free popcorn when you're at the movies, if you want to get a discount because the warm bread that you got at the Olive Garden wasn't just the right temperature. If you want to do any of those things, you officially have permission from your son and the rest of the Hangover gang. You have done enough. You created the biggest independent artist in the world. If you want to be an asshole from here on out, you do you, Mom. Happy birthday. We all love you from the bottom of my hearts. That was pretty good on the fly. Look, when I come to your town and I invade your barbecues and shit, you better hope that I don't invade somebody's wedding, because I'm going to make a fucking toast. I just freestyled that little happy birthday right there. Imagine if I show up to your fucking wedding, how seriously I'm going to take that. And I haven't drank anything for years and years and years. So if I stop by your little open bar and have myself a little bit of the bubbly before I get the microphone, look out. I give a hell of a toast. Okay. Abby says, did the piercing in the bridge of your nose hurt? All right. Not really. And it's a lot of fun. No, it wasn't that bad. This one in my nose was the fucking worst by far. What else we got going on here? Amanda Hartranft says, Tom, we need action figures of you and Nova. Is that doable? Dude, I've been trying to have action figures made for fucking ever. A, it's really difficult to find high quality action figures. And B, it's super difficult to find cost effective action figures. It's like, they cost me a fortune to make them, and then I'd have to charge you guys a fortune to buy them. And it's just like, who wants to spend a fortune on an action figure? I don't know. Maybe you guys get the fucking action figure and you could fight your G.I. Joes or some shit. I don't know. If that happens, I better be whooping your G.I. Joe's asses, though. But yeah, I've been looking into the action figure thing. I'll continue to look into it. I'll keep you posted. You guys hear that clicking every time I scroll? It sounds like I'm on like a fucking typewriter. Or I'm like just smashing the fucking space bar on like an old ass computer or something. But it's because I have a case on my phone. And look, do you guys really want me to explain to you why it clicks every time my fucking finger scrolls? Here, I'm going to give you an example real quick, okay? Listen to this clicking. Okay, you hear that? You hear that clicking? Okay, I'm going to tell you what it is, okay? I have a case on my phone, and there's a piece of plastic sitting over the actual face of my phone, okay? So there's plastic right here on my phone. My phone holder, pay close attention, okay? Because I'm not going to tell this more than once. My phone holder is like pincers. It's a piece of plastic shaped like this, okay? And the one side pops out, and then you put your phone in, and then it squeezes your phone, and it holds your phone there. Okay, the pincers are squeezing my fucking phone so tightly that the plastic on the front of my phone, remember when I told you about the plastic on the front of my phone? The plastic's bubbled out like this. So when I touch the phone, I'm pushing the plastic bubble down against the glass of my phone. And that's what's creating the clicking sound. Okay? A couple people asked about it. Last time I did a live stream, my dad said, it's super fucking annoying every time you touch your phone and we have to listen to click, 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 click. And he's like, do you know what that noise is? And I was like, no, Dad, I don't know what that noise is. I did know what the noise is. I just didn't want to fucking explain to him what I just explained to you. Okay, Dad, well, my phone has a case on it, and there's this piece of plastic on the front, and my phone holder is shaped like a pair of robot pincers, and they squeeze my phone so tight that it creates a ripple in the plastic. So then when I touch the phone, I'm pushing the plastic ripple against the glass of my phone, and that is the clicking that you're experiencing. I just didn't have it in me to explain all that. So I was just like, no, I don't know what the sound is. Fuck me. But I'm sure he's watching this right now, and there you have it, Dad. You see, a lot of times people ask you questions and you're sort of dismissive about it. And they think, oh, wow, that ToM MAcDonald's a real fucking asshole. Like, I asked him a simple question and he was just dismissive about it. He wouldn't give me an answer. And it's like, okay, well, I'd rather be known as the asshole guy who was dismissive of your question than the guy that took 7 minutes to explain to you some convoluted, nonsensical bullshit answer that you're probably not going to end up fucking understanding anyways, okay? Click, 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 click. Drive me fucking crazy. What else we got going on here? Clarissa Skier says, can you make a video showing you record in the studio? Clarissa, I'm recording in the studio right now. I'm sure that you mean recording music in the studio. Yes, that's a great idea. I will definitely do that. Thank you for that. Click, 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 click. Cheryl Ann says, do you watch American Horror Stories? Nope, never. After there were like a few seasons in, Nova made a big deal about it. It was like, oh my God, a new American Horror Story is coming back. And I was like, all right, let's check it out. And we watched like one episode and I was like, ain't for me. I don't like it. I just moved on. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody's asking about the 911 horror movie that's audio only. I don't fucking remember the name. Here, I will find the name and I'll let you guys know somehow. But it honestly can't be that hard. Just Google like horror movie 911 call audio only or something. It's on like, I think it's on Netflix. It's on like Netflix or Hulu or like Amazon Prime or some shit. I think it's on Netflix though. If you just Google the right keywords, 911 call, horror movie, audio only, shit like that, you'll find it. Okay guys, look, I hate to cut this short, but I'm going to cut it short. I guess it's not that short. We've been here for an hour and 20 minutes, so I'm going to get back to working on this beat. I had a really good conversation with you guys tonight. I had a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys enjoyed it, but I've been going through a little bit of a tough time lately. So coming on here and laughing with you guys and hanging out was fucking awesome. I loved this. New video, Friday morning, 9 a.m., be ready to light the internet on fire. We have to take the internet by storm on Friday morning. Like I said, we're going to have all the platforms working against us as usual, but now there might actually be an internal glitch inside YouTube that's fucking with my channel. I call bullshit. I think it's an internal glitch called a shadow ban, but it is what it is. So we got to go extra hard. Let's make an impact this Friday. Let's take the internet by storm. Watch the video, share it everywhere you can, post it everywhere, your stories, your Facebooks, Instagrams, Twitters, TikToks, blah, 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 blah. Download it on iTunes, stream it on Spotify. Freedom, baby. This video Friday is not only a badass song and a killer video, it is an exercise in freedom. So let's exercise some goddamn freedom Friday morning at 9 a.m. Let's take them by storm. Let's burn this motherfucker down. I appreciate everybody's help. If you want to take your freedom a step further, you have the choice. You are free to choose. If you want to join the Hangover Gang newsletter or subscribe to my YouTube, you'll see the video before everybody else. I would appreciate it if you did those things. Man, that was a mouthful. I had a great time with you guys tonight. I know this really helped me, put me in a good headspace. I know that there's a lot of people out there who a simple live stream and a couple laughs and some jokes and shit and some funny stories, maybe it's not going to help you. You know, maybe you're going through something that you can't laugh through. Maybe you're going through something that a funny story is not going to cure. It's not going to fix. It's not going to help. And for those people, I just want to say, stay strong, move right, Be smart. Don't be hopeful. Hope is desperate. Just believe. Believe in yourself. Believe that things will get better. Believe that you're strong enough. Believe that you're smart enough. Believe that you're resilient enough. Do not give up. I'm down in those trenches with you. Ain't nobody waving a white flag over here. We're in these trenches together. Let's keep on fighting. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Be strong out there. Be safe out there. Hang in there. I will see you Friday morning with a brand new video. It's Hangover Gang forever. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Have a fantastic evening. Peace.